All right, Bitcoin. I don't believe in it, right? Um, but I pay attention to it because it's an indication of risk, right? Um, it's going on particularly in the retail world, which then flows over into other markets. Technical analysis in Bitcoin is a bit bizarre, right? Because a lot of the your typical Fibonacci's and things like that, they don't work because the moves have been so extreme, right? Now, first of all, if you look at Bitcoin, you must look at it on a logarithmic scale, right? If you don't, you've got rocks in your head, right? This is Bitcoin since inception or whatever, right? So we can see this big channel that it's been in, and really, it's going to go to either like here, right? Like 17,000, the bottom of the channel, or $320,000, right? Who knows, right? Not me, but that's what this indicates. I guess a few things that do come into play in looking at an asset like this. One of them is when it has a pullback, this thing, because it's volatility, they're big, right? They are 80 to 90% plus. Okay. If we have a pullback of that, like say call it 85%, something like that. Well, let's call it 80%, nice round number, right? That takes us to around about 13,000. Okay? That would be the smallest pullback, and it does make sense in a way that it's smallest because it's kind of become bigger, right? But that would be a very normal pullback, right, for an asset that has behaved like that in the past. That, of course, would take it to roughly this level here, 14,000, okay? There's another level in here, which is, I guess, you could put a little bit lower, which is where it broke out, which is around about 11,000. But that would be the pullback that we're looking for. This looks like a little bit of a double top. It's not as much of a topping pattern as some of the ones in here were, right? Where we have this kind of thing going on. There's a smaller version here, of course, another version here, right? So it's not as much of a topping pattern as that, right? But it's still potentially a double top. And I guess the words of wisdom are, from the top to the bottom there, and then project that down. Where does that come to? Oh my God, it takes it almost to zero, right? It certainly does. Let's do it another way. From there to there, that's why this thing is really tricky, right? It takes us down to like $10,000, and that's like on the monthlies from a close there to there. And then you project it down, okay, from there. That takes it down, down a lot. That's the bottom line, right? Look, that's it for Bitcoin. Within here, I've got another video where there is a little head and shoulders that has been broken. Let me see if I can just get that up quickly, and we can see that here, right, up there. It's been broken. It's on the way down, and from there, that's 69 to 41 in terms of percentages. That takes it down to 11. It's not looking good for this thing. Ciao.